Hello everyone. Just left Trail Days 2026. Had an absolute blast. My good friend Phil and I uh, stayed at Tent City and hung out all weekend, running around the vendor booths and big campfires and hanging out with all the cool people. Yeah, it was overall really good. Good weather. Really cold at night though, but a little warm during the days. And as you can see behind me, I am back on trail. I am doing the Great Smoky Mountains this year, um, going southbound this time. So Davenport Gap to Fontana Dam, 74 miles and about 19,000 feet, I think, or more elevation gain, like throughout the 74 miles. I'm hanging out at Davenport Gap. Let's see behind me. I'll show you better. As you can see, it's very big, fenced in because there's a lot of bears here. I have yet to see one, but it's only my first day. And it's absolutely beautiful here. So I've done probably 3 miles and I have 10.6 I'm doing total. And throughout that, it's 4,000 feet ascent to get to the top of the first mountain. So I'm not staying at the shelter, of course. I'm just here to get more water. There's not much on top of the mountain, so yeah, see you up there. Since there's no water on top of the mountain, I have to lug up 2 liters of water, and that's about 4.5 pounds on top of everything else I'm carrying. So it's a bit of more of a challenge. So Phil and I woke up pretty early today, I think about 5:30 in the morning, and we hit the road about 6:30. Got here, I think 8:30, and I stuffed my face with food, trying to down as much as I could, getting as much calories. So I had a Belvita biscuit, which was like 270 calories. I had egg sausage cheese muffin, which was like 550. Then I had 2 sweet teas, which was 270 each. Then I had a cherry tasty cake, which was like 500 something. So I took a lot of calories today in preparation for this. And it's noon right now and I'm not hungry. I'm not complaining. I'm gonna keep going and enjoy this green tunnel. Right now it's flat ground, thankfully. And let's see. I've gone 1,500 feet right now, and I have 4,000 total to do today. Yeah, I got a bit more climbing to do. Yay! It's all right. I'm good. It's not as bad as New Hampshire, the White Mountains. Those were all boulders and rock scrambles, and a lot of step ups, and this is pretty much just straight uphill. Yeah, which is more manageable. Not as hard as on the knees. Not as hard on the knees. So I'll take it. We'll see how things go. Look at all these baby rhododendrons. Beautiful. Now on this side, there's a bunch of mountain laurels. Baby mountain laurels. Coming up on a fire tower here on top of Mount Camerer, however you pronounce that. Oh, wow. This is cool. Look at this. That's really cool. Believe it or not, this is my first fire tower on the AT. Wow. Look at that view. The Great Smoky Mountains. Good morning. Just left Cosby Knob Shelter. Stayed there with probably 8 other people. 2 of them were through hikers, the rest were section hikers. Really nice people. Lovely to hang out with them and chat. It's a good time. Little rough start to the morning. Feeling a little under the weather. Hopefully that clears up later today. Beautiful day though, as you can see behind me. So far, the climb is pretty easy right now, but I think I have 2,000 feet ascent later on today. I did 11 miles yesterday and 4,600 feet ascent. Today, I could do 7.8 miles to the next shelter, or I could push 13 miles to the following shelter. That would get me a day ahead of my schedule. I can get off at Gatlinburg tomorrow, get my resupply, my food, right now I'm just gonna take it slow, take it easy. I got about 8 miles to go if I decide just to do that. We'll see. Woohoo! Just past 6,000 feet elevation and still going. This is such a beautiful mountain. I'm not sure what it's called. It's not named on the map. This is apparently a helicopter pad. With a great view. What's up, little fella? Good morning. Just leaving Peck's Corner shelter. Pushed over 14 miles yesterday. Most of it was a fog because I wasn't feeling too well. Still not 100%, but I'm feeling much better today. Going about 11 miles today to Newfound Gap. where I got to get off at Gatlinburg to resupply. I shipped some food ahead, so I might stay in town and continue the next tomorrow. Yeah, like I said, yesterday wasn't so eventful. Today's looking to be very beautiful, so sure you'll see, as you'll see, lots of animals out today. Squirrels and chipmunks and birds. Saw a turkey yesterday. I heard a baby bear cub screaming out in the distance, but I have yet to see a bear. Which I'm okay with. Check out this pine tree. Looks like it was struck by lightning. Twists and turns. The bark was just ripped off. Just huge chunks. I love walking around down the trail and you stumble upon views like this. Just mountains as far as you can see. And just a pretty much sheer drop off on this mountain. Look at all these baby little pine cones. They're so cute. Oh my gosh, this is going to be beautiful. Wow. Oh my God. Zoom out. This is why I do it. One of many reasons.
I spent way too long taking photographs of that viewpoint. It was a great stop. Nice little break. Viewpoints are so much better today. And I'm excited to see what's coming next. Here's how we find our direction. I was gonna stay at Ice Water Spring Shelter, but I pushed ahead a little bit yesterday. So I'm going to Newfound Gap. Let's see. 4.4 miles to go. So I've already gone 6.2 miles and it's not even noon. And I've got Charlie's Bunion coming up in 0.4. I'm gonna stop there for lunch. Not sure what I'm gonna have. I can either have ramen noodles or a north side with some tuna. Kind of getting tired of north sides. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. It's a little too warm for ramen. Looking forward to seeing the view. Been hearing a lot of good things about this viewpoint. So I think it's going to be a good stop. Look, there's something coming up here. Let's see. Just a little clearing, not much. Wow. Charlie's Bunion. Climbing on rocks is hazardous. Rocks may be unstable. Potential for falling rock. Use caution. Oh man, I guess I can't climb. Darn. Wow, look at these flowers. Never seen that before. Huh. Oh, gross. There's day hikers up here. Playing peekaboo with a squirrel. Hiking through Gatlinburg right now. And fellow through hikers were kind enough to give me a ride down here towards Travis Plate. Tons of people. Everybody's looking at me like I'm weird. I don't care. Deal with it. Oh man, I got here just in time. Staying at a Great Mountain Inn Lodge. Found a through hiking buddy, gave me some beer, stuff to try out. Might go have dinner with him later. Got some more stickers for my trekking poles. About to take a shower. I'll see you on the trail tomorrow. Made it back to Newfound Gap, Tennessee-North Carolina state line. This place is packed. And there's the Appalachian Trail. Back on it. Good morning. Back on the trail after spending the night in Gatlinburg. Huge tourist town, just tourist trap. Everything is crazy expensive. I got a milkshake for $13. I was able to pick up a small sticker for my trekking pole. I'll show you later, to mark my trek through the Great Smoky Mountains. Had to hitch back to trail. Was quite a challenge. I was with a through hiker, and we both hitching together. We hitched with one guy, and he was only able to take us but so far. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I plan on doing today. Like I said yesterday, I'm ahead of schedule. So there's a shelter coming up in a few, I've already done 2 miles. So there's a shelter coming up in 3 miles. And then there's another shelter coming up in 7 miles. But that still puts me ahead of schedule. I definitely need to take I mean, I don't need to take an easy day, I guess, so I can get back on schedule to be picked up at Fontana Dam on Saturday. Weather's been absolutely beautiful so far, although I've heard that there's rain in the forecast, so we'll see how that goes. I'm kind of looking forward to it, because you think of the Great Smoky Mountains being foggy and all that, being in clouds. I have yet to see that. I think that would be pretty cool. Not hiking in the rain, but it'd be an interesting experience. This is a small little parking lot, I guess, that I'm crossing over. Let's see. Okay. Look at this interesting fence. Going up and going down. Huh. So it's for the hogs, the wild hogs. Invasive hogs, okay. Interesting. I did hear that they would hunt the hogs around here because of the population so dense. Are they trying to control them? See, I do take breaks. Especially at beautiful places like this. I haven't shown you guys yet, but I'm trying out a new backpack. The Hyperlight Unbound 40 liter. It's got these nice breathable mesh pockets in the front. There's two, one down here. Got all these hooks and loops on the sides, down on the bottom there. Even got a pocket at the bottom. You can see right there. Nice 10-liter side pouches. I got my stove in there and a liter water bottle. Got my camera, my shoulder pouch. These things are nice and big too. I fit so much more in there now. It's about half a pound lighter than my ULA circuit. I wouldn't say it's as comfortable, but I guess that's the trade-off you get for going ultra light. So far it's a nice pack. I very much enjoy it. Doesn't squeak. My ULA squeaks, which gets really annoying when you're in the woods and it's super quiet and all you hear is squeaking every step you take. Um, I absolutely love walking through pine forests like this. Now this is a spring. Just coming out of a crack in the rocks. Made it to Mount Collins Shelter. What a beautiful spot for it. Hiya, birdie. Good morning. Just climbed this big hill after leaving Mount Collins Shelter. As you can see, it rained and it's cloudy. Right now I'm heading to Klingman's Dome, which they renamed to Kawohi. Probably not gonna have any views, obviously, because of the clouds, but that's all right. I've seen plenty of views already. This is probably more of a touristy one anyways. I like to see the harder to get to ones, you know? Plan on going about 12 miles today, skipping the shelter and going to the next one. Still on schedule, so that's good. Brought way too much food. As you can see, my tent is on top of my pack. This new backpack doesn't have straps on the bottom, so I usually put it in the bottom of the pack, but with how large my food bag is, I have to put it on the outside. It's not a big deal. I have yet to use my tent this week. The park prefers you to stay inside the shelters rather than camp. There was a bunch of inexperienced hikers at the shelter last night. It was interesting hanging out with them, showing them the tricks of the trade and sharing my experiences and answering all their questions. Hopefully I can help y'all out if you're ever interested in hiking or backpacking, watching my videos. To see how I do things. I should probably show more of what I do outside of backpacking, like setting up camp and stuff, how I set up food. I don't know, it's just awkward doing that when there's a bunch of people around, So why I typically don't record, you know, getting to shelters and that kind of stuff, is because I just don't feel comfortable recording around other people. I don't want to do that, so it is what it is. It's kind of a pretty trail right now. I mean, it's been pretty the past 4 days. The whole Smoky Mountains has been absolutely beautiful. Check this out. Pretty easy terrain right now. Slight downhill. Not sure why, because Clingman's Dome, or Kuohi, is the highest elevation on the Appalachian Trail, so I should be going up. I'm sure I will be soon enough. Something else I find unique is going southbound. You meet all these people going northbound, you become friends with them, and then you just part ways, and then you just keep doing that on repeat. It's hard to find others that are going the same direction, especially through hikers. It's definitely a lot more lonely, I guess. It's probably a better word for it. Yeah, it's more solitude, I guess. You're passing a lot of people going the other direction. It's a unique experience. It's kind of why I decided to try it this year, going, well, there's other reasons I decided to go southbound in the Smoky Mountains. Yeah, just to experience what southbound feels like, you know? Well, it started raining again. I've been climbing this mountain for the past couple miles. $6,500 feet elevation. Everything's wet. We're in the clouds. Honestly, kind of beautiful. All right, after a grueling climb, finally made it to Kuohi. Let's go check it out. Even though we're in the clouds, it's not going to be much of a view. Still going to check it out. So I say I've been here. I'll come back another time when I'm through hiking. Catch it on hopefully a nice day. Hey.
Hey, you must have been booking it.
And back into the woods. These woods in the fog, kind of spooky. Check out this tree, or at least the remnants of a tree. This is awesome. Wow. Whoa. Look how dark it is in here. That's so spooky. Another big rainstorm passed through. My shoes are soaking wet. Not many hikers out. No surprise. Today's been really long. Still got a mile and a half to the shelter. I'm pretty beat. At least the rain stopped for now. It's a little cool out, so I'm not sweating too much in this jacket. Train's been kind of a roller coaster, just up and down, pretty much consistently. No views whatsoever. Kind of boring day, to be honest. But that happens. We'll see about tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a better day. All right, here we go again. Check out these flowers. I've never seen them before. Very interesting. Yay, I see a sign. It's gotta be the shelter. Oh man, never mind. Still got 0.3 miles to go. Onwards. All right, finally made it to Derrick Knob Shelter. I was worried it was going to be packed, but it doesn't look like anybody's here. Unless they're chilling inside. Good morning. Leaving Derrick Knob shelter. Rained pretty much all night. Still raining. Terrible conditions. Trying to decide what I should do next. Apparently the next shelter has extreme caution due to aggressive bear activity, and the shelter after that is closed due to aggressive bear activity. So either I risk going to the next shelter and then push on out of the Smokies the following day, or there's a side trail called Eagles Creek Trail or something like that, with a couple campsites. So I'm in between trying to decide which of the two I should do. I have like 6 miles to decide, but right now I'm kind of leaning towards Eagles Creek, I guess. It seems to be the safer option, although I'll be tenting in this weather. Yeah, you can see the weather. Look at in front of me. Super foggy, soaking wet. The only problem with taking Eagles Creek Trail is I don't know the trail conditions, and I don't know about water sources. Assuming it's along a creek, I should be fine. But all I have is a picture of the trail, a picture of the map. I'd be kind of going in blind, not knowing what I'm getting into. So I guess either way, I'm taking risks. Finally clearing up. Sun's peeking through a little bit. Very welcoming. Finally going downhill. Getting close to this next shelter. I'm gonna take a lunch there. Pass by a couple northbound folks, and they mentioned that the following 2 shelters are definitely closed. So I'm pretty sure I'm taking the Eagle Creek Trail, and we'll figure it out. Oh, wow. So I just climbed down that little mountain. But beyond that, I was up there in the clouds on Rocky Top, and I'm assuming the next one is Thunderhead. Wow. Alright, here we are. Eagle Creek Trail, Spencefield Shelter. I'll take a lunch there. Appalachian Trail continues that way. I gotta turn off, unfortunately. Goodbye, Appalachian Trail, for now. Alright, made it to the campsite. Must be some sort of old sawmill, because there's a giant saw blade right here. Not at all creepy. And some parts over here. And there's a big steel cable up there I just passed. Look how tall these trees are down here at 2,300 feet. Got my tent set up. Water's just down there. Got a little fire going. Drying up socks and shoes. Eating some bison bowl. Yeah, backcountry bison. Good morning. Just leaving campsite 97 off the Eagle Creek Trail. Trying to head back to the AT, doing this little reroute around the shelters where the bear activity is. Quite interesting terrain. It's definitely backcountry hiking. Lots, very overgrown, very wet. I guess it's raining right now. It's a lot of strips of water coming down. You could hear the creek in the distance. I'll be following that for about, I think, 10 miles. Did some creek crossings. Looks like I might have another one coming up. Oh, damn it. Ooh. Yep. Another creek crossing. Wow, this one's a long crossing. All the way over there. I've done 7 of these already, so I just kept my camp shoes on. Not going to record much of this one because it's getting kind of dangerous. So I will see you on the other side.
I'll pause for a selfie though.
Woo. This is beautiful. God, look at this, a bridge. I've done about a dozen water crossings so far. And they've been getting more and more dangerous because of this rain. Apparently I'm on the Benton McKay Trail right now. Probably why there's a bridge here. There's a bunch more water crossings coming up. I hope there's bridges on those too. Not recording much because obviously I don't want to risk getting my phone too wet. Right now I'm just kind of covering it with my hood. And I need it for my directions, so I'll see you down the trail. All right, I have to risk it for this. Look how cool this is. This is wild. Wow. Whoa, cool. Look at this bridge. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. All right. Now that the rain has mostly subsided, I ended up turning on Benton McKay Trail The Eagle Creek Trail was definitely a backcountry trail. I was bushwhacking through brush taller than me, covering the entire trail. Obviously all those dozen or more creek crossings. It was rough. And now I'm on the Benton McKay Trail. It's just nice and smooth going. I mean, there's hills, but it's nice. It's refreshing. It's wet. Everything's wet. As you can tell, I gave up trying to keep my shoes dry. Oh well. It is what it is. Climbing up this hill right now. Pretty steep. Almost like 4 miles to Fontana Dam. Now you can see parts of the lake. Beautiful mountains in the distance. Wow. I'd love to go kayaking or paddleboarding down there. I wonder if you're allowed. Wonder what the story is behind this. And here's another one. Curious. This trail's got some interesting stuff. I'm guessing this is a hog trap. Very old one, probably no longer used. It's the sun. There's sunlight. Ah, feels so good. Here's a sneak peek of the dam. I'll be crossing that soon. Water is just so green. I've been walking around it for a while now. All right. Back on the Appalachian Trail. That's northbound. And this is southbound to Fontana Dam. All right. Fontana Dam. I made it. Woo-wee. Wow. It's impressive. Look at those mountains in the distance. Oh my God.
those mountains in the distance. Climbed over those and all around to over here. That's what the other side looks like. Turned out to be a beautiful day. I'm grateful.